Welcome to Knox Your Socks Off. My last name is Knox, hence the pun. And let's get right into it, okay? So for this episode, I'll give y'all a little rundown. Definitely going to be talking NFL rule change suggestions. The big question I will say of the past 3 weeks, should Aaron Rodgers retire? Russell Wilson is a Giant, okay? Stefon Diggs is a Patriot. I think that's pretty much sums up what we're going to be talking about today. So first, let's get right into it with the NFL rule changes. I think the first one that we should talk about is, and I'll read it verbatim, the Lions suggested one that says they want to eliminate an automatic first down as a penalty imposed for defensive holding in illegal contact. Absolutely not. Why would, bro, it's important that that precedent is set because it gets rid of players doing that. It punishes them for holding so they don't do it. In college, I would say players hold more and they get away with holding more. But in the league, they don't play that. And I think if you change the penalty to 5 yards or 15 yards not, that's the first down. But I don't know, 5 yards. I don't know what it would be changed to. But if you change that, then you're basically telling the players, oh yeah, it's okay to do this. It's okay to slow down this receiver because they're only gonna get 5 yards. No. And this is my favorite one. The Eagles suggested one to align the postseason and regular season overtime rules by granting both teams an opportunity to possess the ball regardless of the outcome of the first possession, subject to 15-minute overtime period in regular season. Okay, essentially, when you flip the coin, the team that wins gets possession of the ball. If they score, it's over. I think this is completely fair. I don't know why the rule is if you win the coin toss, you are allowed to, if you score, it's over. No. Why not give both teams a chance to score? I do think that maybe they were trying to eliminate a really long game because what if it's score? But I think they can, maybe you have to score a touchdown, not just a field goal. I don't know how they would work this out, but I'm down for this rule. I do think giving both teams a chance to score regardless of who scores first would be more exciting as a fan. And who doesn't love overtime? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, overtime, where you see it? No, they're like, yeah, extra football. So you know what I'm saying? I love this rule by the Eagles. And yeah. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Should Aaron Rodgers retire? I'll give y'all a little chance to guess what I'm going to say. Yes. Ooh. Were you shocked? No. Okay, got it. I do think Aaron Rodgers should retire. And hear me out. As we said, Russell Wilson is a Giant. I never thought I would say that in my life. He wanted to go to the Vikings. Apparently, they're set on JJ. They didn't want him back. Who knows what actually went down there, but that's not working out. The Browns, I don't think he's going there. I don't even think that's an option. Seahawks got old boy and, where Geno went. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he has many other options. It's Steelers or retire. And hear me out. As, I have said on my other podcast, the Steelers borderline suck. They haven't made it past the wild card round since 2016. They do just enough to get there, but they can't move past it. And I know people say, oh, that's because they haven't had a QB since Big Ben. Yeah, exactly. And I've said this before, their saving grace is Mike Tomlin. Every year they'll say, he has gotten them to the playoffs this many times. And then they'll just add the new year. Oh, 20th year, 21st year. But that's it. That's all they have. And essentially, Aaron Rodgers is saying, can I get the Steelers over this hump to make it past the wild card round? Or should I retire? Look, the AFC North is minus the Browns. AFC North has dogs. And aside from that, Mahomes, Bills, so many other AFC teams that you have to face if they get past the wild card round. That doesn't mean that they're going to win the AFC Championship, and it doesn't mean they're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think he can propel them to the AFC Championship, and I don't think he's taking them to the Super Bowl. So why not retire? Like, why go out sad is what I'm saying. I'm not saying his legacy has been tarnished, but I do think, the tail end of his career has been like, oh, with the OTAs and the wellness retreat, and why are you holding out so long? If you want to sign with the Steelers, just sign with them. What's taking you so long? I think he should retire. Retire before you go to the Steelers and potentially have another fluke year. Unless you need a bag, I don't see the purpose of signing with them. I just think it would, they got DK and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. They just got DK and we haven't seen what they're going to do in the draft, obviously, but I don't think it's enough reason to sign with them and actually think you're going to propel them far. Okay, maybe you get past the wild card round, but that's it. And if I'm any team in the NFL, I'm begging God to give me the Steelers wild card round. Every year, since 2016, every year, I'm begging, please, because I know they're going to lose, please. You want to be a part of that team and you think you can change that culture? And we know Mike Tomlin's not going to play that. Yeah, let him do what he wants, boss people around and bring this player in. And no. But you know what, Aaron? I think, you know what they say? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. You're teetering. I don't think villain, but you know what I'm saying? Just go out strong. I don't think you're going to have a beautiful moment where you win the Super Bowl, you look to the sky and say, yeah, this is my retirement year. Just go out strong. Speaking of going out, not strong, but Russ, man. Russ is a giant. I'm going to stand on this because people in my circle have been disagreeing with me. I don't like how they did Russ. I don't like it. Now, listen, I understand the Steelers signed Russ and Justin Fields. I would say pretty great quarterbacks. Great, what I'm saying? Great, here. Not you know what I'm saying? Pretty, really decent guys to see if either of them could get them over that wild card round hump. Well, they did choose Russ after the 4-2 start, but I get it. They said, we've seen what Russ can do. We're not going to stick with him. But Aaron Rodgers? Have we not seen the past couple years of his career? So if Russ didn't get you there, you think Aaron Rodgers can? Okay, you're banking on potential and you're looking at old film because I don't think we're watching the same Aaron Rodgers. Anyways, Russ, I don't like how the Steelers did him, even though he was like, I want to stay here. But I understand it. It's a business. I understand it. I'm not going to lie. I feel iffy about this. I'm not mad that he's a giant, okay? Because I assume that he's going to be a day one starter over DeVito, okay? And over Jameis Winston. But this begs the question, since they're third pick, are they choosing Shadur or are they choosing somebody else? Because, listen, if they choose Carter, Hunter, whoever else, I understand. They're focused on the future. They understand that, okay, maybe they're not going to choose a QB right now, but they're focusing on other spots because they're focused on building up for the future. I get you. You have neighbors who maybe they'll add Hunter. Maybe they'll add somebody else. I get you. They have holes and they need to fill them, not just QB. And people have said this. This is the worst draft class to need a QB. One of the worst, not the worst, but one of the worst to need a QB. I get you. So if Russ is your day one and they're like 1 year, it's a 1 year contract, I think 10 million is guaranteed. I understand it. Fill the other holes. Maybe they'll draft a QB later, maybe not. And okay, I get you. Russ, as I said, I love Russ. He's a great QB. He's pretty good. So next year is when they'll find the guy, or maybe they're hoping to find the guy. I get you. Or here's the other side of the coin. Maybe they do draft Shador or somebody else, and those guys are the bridge quarterbacks, most likely Russ. And Jameis and Russ are his mentors. Because as we've seen, people have said with Anthony Richardson, for example, they wish that he learned behind somebody instead of just starting out the gate. They wish that he had somebody to learn behind and jump in. But I do think, he's a little older. How long can you wait on, what I'm saying? So Russ is the bridge QB, maybe 4 or 5 games, 6. See how he does, of course. And then Shedeur, bam, here you go. Take over the reins. You had time to learn. We'll see. But I think for Russ's sake, I don't like this because I thought he was going to sign maybe 1 to 3 year contract with somebody just because I do feel like he has that left in him. I'm not saying a ring per se, but 1 to 2, 3 years. I just think they're doing him dirty. He's going out like, I don't like how he's going out, basically, is what I'm saying. And yeah, it's a year and he's getting money. He's moving to New York, which is great. The big city, big lights, and I do think he'll do well. He's a great guy, great personality, but I don't like it. Now, to move on, Stefon Diggs is a Patriot. Bro, this is something else I don't like. I get it. He just tore ACL. Actually, let's break it down. Texans, to me, were a way better team. Quarterback, better. Receivers, better. Defense, better. Bro, I go to USC. Kalen Bullock, dog. Their receivers, they have Collins, Dell, and Diggs. What a trio. And CJ Stroud, sure, he had a little sophomore slumpski, but still, dog. They have dogs in each position. And, bro, how can I forget Will Anderson? Dog. I don't know if the Texans offered him anything. I don't know if they offered him too little. I think he's just bag chasing. And I don't blame him. This is a business. You got to focus on yourself. Also, he tore his ACL, so he's coming off that, and he has to focus on, might be at the end of his career, so chase his last bag. I just feel bad I don't like it because I think, why not bag chase on a team where at least you can go to the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not stay on the Texans? Be in that great 3 rotation, knowing that you can go to the playoffs. But obviously, we don't know if the Texans offer him something. We don't know if, any other team offered him enough. People will say, though, he should have stayed on the Bills. I don't know. He was clearly unhappy with something. And I'm a firm believer in, disregarding undying loyalty. Throw it out the door. Too many times players stay on a team hoping that it gets better, and it won't. Too many times. They stay too long. I'm glad DK left. He realized, I'm not winning a ship. I'm mad that Myles Garrett staying on the Browns because you wanted to win. You're not winning anything, but you got your money. I'm glad Diggs left the Bills. You weren't winning anything anytime soon. And y'all can say, oh, but the season they had this year, Diggs needed to leave. You know what I'm saying? And there's a million other teams. Kevin Garnett, autumn years before he got his ring. Dame, he left too late in his career. After all that, I love this city, leaves bro. Dame should have been gone. Devin Booker, I think he should have been gone. Yeah, he got his little ring ski, but you know what I'm saying? It's just been too many times in many different sports. Players left too late, or they didn't leave at all, and it ruined their legacy. But alas, I have nothing else to say. March Madness, rooting for Maryland, and USC women's basketball, LSU women's too, and South Carolina, but USC to win it all. And that was Knox Your Socks Off. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you.